Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and welcome to a very special video. And today I have joining me is
CombatMj.
And today we are going to be talking about the brand new book in the Halo franchise, the Halo Mythos. Now this isn't a regular book like Fall of Reach, like Onyx, like New Blood. This is basically a guide into the Halo universe, and basically to me represents almost like a collection of all the books, but in a brief way of explaining them.
It doesn't go into super detail.
And I almost consider it like a sequel to the Halo encyclopedia. If a lot of you out there that don't know, back in 2009, right before Reach came out, Frank O'Connor wrote the Halo encyclopedia, which is a really well detailed book about basically anything in Halo from Halo 1 up. Like, it goes through the different armor types, it goes through the different weapons, what ammo they're used, so on and so forth.
And it really feels like they're two completely separate books in general.
Right.
So that's why, like, we're not going to tell you, oh, which one's better. Like, you should definitely get both.
I think that if you can get both, I highly recommend it, because the encyclopedia is a good, like, basically info book, you know, about like different items.
About like the armors and like these little details
and like little things about the story. But there's been so much lore that's been written since 2009 with, you know, we had Reach, we had Halo 4, we had all the books that have come out since then, we had the Great Bear trilogy, we had so on and so forth, that there's been so much that's been discovered.
So basically, what he's trying to say is that it's not up to date.
Right. Now, what's cool about the Mythos is it kind of starts with the Forerunners era, and basically explains.
It goes like in subsequential order, you know, like what happened at the very beginning of time to what we have now in Halo 5.
Right. And basically it goes through and basically takes the stories that, like, books like Hunters in the Dark, New Blood, like I mentioned, Last Light, so on and so forth, and puts them in a timeline where it's organized, and you can basically tell when this took place. You look at the dates, and basically it also gives you a brief reading of what happened throughout that book. Like Matt, he read a little section about New Blood, and how would you talk about that?
Yeah, so basically, it basically starts off with the death of Rookie. It doesn't go into.
By the way, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Although
you probably just heard that.
Yep.
So it basically starts off. It tells you that Rookie has died, but it doesn't go into that detail. It just goes into a brief. You know, okay, so this is basically what happens. Rookie has died, and now
that they went on a mission, and then something happened
on planet. I forgot what it's called.
Gimmick Shames Fernum.
So basically, what happens is Mickey turns against them because he's actually been with the rebels the whole time, and you actually get, when you're reading it, there's like, it's the font is over like this giant picture, and it actually shows Mickey kind of like, you know, turning against them, and you can see Buck and Romy like, what the fuck?
And what I consider is really cool about this is that I've read all the Halo books, and just to see that illustration, to see what it would look like during that, is really cool, because you really get to, like, you're like, this is how I imagined it when I was listening to the audiobook or reading it, and then you see what that, you know, scene looked like.
Right.
And it was just really cool because, one, I personally loved that book, and, you know, just seeing that little illustration. Now, there's other illustrations for other books, like Hunters in the Dark, where they have to return to the Ark to stop whatever is coming through the portal and is trying to absorb materials and such from the Ark. Or no, from Earth to rebuild the Ark.
Right.
And, you know, they just go into such good detail, and they basically cover the majority of all the books and everything. Now, this book is a little bit spendy if you buy it at a local store. It cost me $37 at Barnes & Noble. But that's probably because they need to make a profit on it. Now, if I was to recommend buying this, I would recommend buying it on Amazon, because on Amazon, and I'm going to, you know, quickly act like I'm not kayfabe breaking this and going over and looking it up. I am not looking this up at all. I'm not typing on the keyboard right now. No, I'm not. Over on
Oh,
over
it's actually
on,
lower than you said.
right. I said it was like 25, right?
You said it's 27.
27. It's $23 over on Amazon. And, that to me is really cool that they are, it's much cheaper if you buy it online. But the thing is you have to wait. And that's what killed me when it came to this book. I didn't want to wait for it.
And what seems really cool is that I only read New Blood and I read, when I was reading the Forerunner part.
Yeah, the opening Forerunner section.
I can only say about those two because I haven't read anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like their summary is literally the most important things.
Right.
So basically, if you want to know like all the other details, like the smaller details, like I know Veronica was in New Blood. She's not mentioned in Halo Mythos, so.
Right. Basically, just to explain this, and this is again spoilers. Basically, New Blood kind of explains the whole history of Buck, of his beginnings, how he got into the ODSTs, his original team, how he met Veronica. Palmer's in the book.
Oh, okay.
He actually rescues Palmer, and that's basically the whole reason why we have her is because he saved her on a mission where she would have died.
Oh, wow.
Because they were like, look, we just need to pull out. You guys need to abandon, Lieutenant Palmer or whatever. And he's like, no, fuck you, Veronica, you dirty fucking whore. And no, basically he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna save her.
I can totally imagine Buck saying that.
No, literally that's what happens in the book, is that basically she's like, look, there's nothing we can do, you guys need to pull out now, you have the objective, go. And they're like, because she's Oni doesn't give a fuck. Oni doesn't care what happens to you. And basically Buck's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go save her because we don't leave people behind, you fucking bitch. And basically just goes and saves.
Did they have like a love interest? Oh, they were like
Veronica?
Yeah.
Dude, they're together.
Oh, are they together? Okay.
Yeah, they've been together, and like after Halo 3 they were considering starting a family, and then June had to go and be like, yo, you want to become a Spartan, man? You want that Spartan juice, bro?
Yeah, basically, yeah. In the Mythos, again, spoilers, it explains that the ODST team, I forgot what the team was called. Alpha 9, that was it.
Yep.
Alpha 9, they all became Spartans.
And originally, Buck turned it down. The second time June offered it, he said, look, I'll take all y'all. I'll take all y'all motherfuckers and make you all Spartans. But just that they cover the brief, like the main summary of the book, and basically give that to you in one package for $23 for like all the books, though. Like it goes over Ghosts of Onyx, it goes over the Kilo 9 trilogy, it goes over the Greg Bear books, it goes over the original trilogy of books, it goes over everything. That to me is really cool, and that makes it worth its money. It really does.
Basically, for me, like, if you're a huge Halo fan and you expand on it and you want to know the lore, like, you're huge on this, like, the biggest thing is the lore for you. I would honestly, like, I think the books are more important. I really think so. But if you're that kind of Halo fan where you're just like, I'm curious, I want to know what's going on, I'll read about the story, but you don't want to take the time to read each book.
Right.
The Mythos is perfect.
Right. For example, you've been out of the Halo loop for a long time.
Yeah, like I used to watch Podtacular a lot, and I used to get my lore that way.
Right.
And I used to know a lot more, and then I just kind of, I stopped caring, and it just kind of, I lost memory of it.
Right. And for me, I think this would almost be a good thing for you.
Right.
Because it would be a quick way to catch up without having to read over
like
50 hours of
Yeah, like
literature.
I was reading the Forerunner part, and I was like, oh yeah, it was coming back to me like right away. I was like, oh yeah, Bornstellar, Choclass, and all these characters I completely forgot about, and it was just coming back to me naturally. It was really nice.
Right, and it's basically an easy way to catch up with the current lore of the series, kind of like how World of Warcraft has done their Chronicle book with, Dark Horse, and so on and so forth.
And honestly, if you're a huge Halo fan and you already read the books, it's only $23.
Right.
Like you can't really go wrong here. There's a lot of content in this book.
Right.
There really is.
Like the way I would recommend this is if you are a die-hard Halo fan, even if you've read all the books, buy it.
Right.
It's a beautiful book. I love the cover art. It looks great. It's a nice hardback book. It's just nice.
Basically, this feels like a good alternative to reading the books.
Right.
It's a good one. It's not perfect because it's not like doesn't get into the nitty gritty stuff, but that's also okay because
it basically gives.
That's a thick ass book.
Right.
And you can't really expect them to put a whole bunch of detail in something like that.
Right, where it's just basically like, look, we're trying to catch you up from the beginning of time up until Halo 5.
So basically, if you just want like a brief summary of like, okay, what is like the actual plot, like what's going on, like I don't care about these little nitty-gritty details, I don't care about that,
I just want to know how Buck became a Spartan, or I want to know how Vale got
like
introduced.
What is the main part of the book, what is the meat,
right? And the thing for me is that I'm just a collector of Halo stuff. I'm a collector of the Halo books. I'm a collector of everything. I read every Halo book. In a couple of days, on September 20th, a new Halo book comes out called Halo Fractures: Extraordinary Tales from the Halo Canon.
What's this going to be about?
It's basically like kind of like Evolutions.
Really?
You remember Evolutions, where it was a bunch of short stories? That's what it's going to basically be like. I'm looking forward to that because, okay, I'm just going to say this now, okay? I love audiobooks because it makes it easier for my ass to read it. If this doesn't come out as Halo Fractures doesn't come out as an audiobook, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed.
Wasn't New Blood an audiobook? Or
yes, it was.
There was one Halo book that you got really pissed off because there was no audiobook?
There was no audiobook for shit.
Well, I remember you went on the biggest tangent.
Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. There was no audiobook for this one book. Here, Shadows of Intent.
Oh.
There was no audiobook for that. And from what I'm to hear, they put Shadows of Intent in that New Blood or something like that. But the thing is and it was written by Joseph Staten, by the way.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
That,
yeah. But the thing for me is that I really, really, really love Halo lore. It's kind of like World of Warcraft for me. Like, I love the World of Warcraft lore. Now, do I love playing through World of Warcraft? Yeah, kind of, but I'm having a hard time with it. But if you guys are really wanting an easy way to catch up on the lore and get, basically knowledge.
And it's honestly a good thing to have just in general. If you ever fall out of the loop, you just take a glance, you can just skim
right. It's like
stories.
A quick reminder. Like let's say we were doing a show and we were trying to remember saying, what happened to Mickey? Oh yeah, he became an asshole. Then that way you could easily catch up with that. I think that's just one of the key things. Is it's kind of like the encyclopedia where you can in the back of the book, if you grab that real quick. There is an index, so you can basically find any kind of situation you're wanting to learn about. So, if you go to the back of the book, I think that's the front, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
There's the back. Okay. So, yeah, there's an index where it basically says, hey, if you want to find out about this, you can go to page Gimmick's name is Fernum. So, that's what I really love about this book, is that it's basically like the perfect companion piece for the current Halo, fan. So... Alright guys, so that was a brief little review, first impressions of Halo Mythos. If you guys are interested in picking up this book, I will leave a link down below where you can buy it on Amazon.
Honestly, you got it for $37, but it's still worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, even at the standard retail store price, it is worth it. But
especially for the Halo fan, because it goes through everything.
Right. But for me, I want to give my viewers an awesome deal. And no, this isn't a affiliate link or anything. I'm just posting the link from the freaking store. I'm not getting anything from Amazon for posting it or anything. I'm just posting links so you guys can easily find it and you don't have to travel far. And I guarantee you now, Matt's gonna probably go and buy that book or steal mine. So.
I might. We'll see.
You might steal my book?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so I better go and throw this book.
And I'll just completely deny that I stole it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll just, come on here and I'll have a lie detector test. I'm like,
I'll pass that with flying colors. Come on. I'll be the calmest motherfucker.
Oh, dude, Dude, if I found out you stole from me, I would be taking you to freaking Suplex City. Like, you know how bad it is whenever I have those Suplex City moments on my videos? It'd be literally you getting dumped on your ass neck over and over again.
Except you never find out, so you wouldn't suplex me.
Maybe I'll just suplex you for fun.
Well, fuck you.
All right, everyone. So thank you guys for watching this little video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and slap a like on the like button. If you didn't, go ahead and slap a dislike. You know, hey, I can take it. And if you have any comments or grievances, let me know down in the comments below. But as always, guys, GamerJlee and CombatMj signing out.